Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because I have been waiting for this package for about a week and a half. So it finally arrived. Here it is. So today we are going to be doing a full face of the new e.l.f. makeup products. I'm super excited for the primer, especially because I've heard that it's way better than the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. So let's find out. All right, so I'm super excited to get into all of these new e.l.f. products. So let's get right into the video. All right, let's start off by getting the hair out of my face. All right, I put like 4 pins in my hair now because of the curtain bangs. I'm still having that issue. They have not grown out. So this is what I'm doing nowadays. But anyways, let's get into opening up the package. So real quickly, I'm going to go through everything that's in the bag and then we'll get into the makeup. So I have the Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. This one I got it in the shade Medium Tan. I did get this like free Holy Hydration face cream. If you purchase like $50 or more, you get 3 free minis. So let me try to find the minis. This is a mini size. This is the Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. See, like, this is what I thought was gonna be mini sized. This one is mini sized. This is the Youth Boosting Advanced Night Retinoid Serum. That it was retinoid serum. What else do we have? So we have the Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is the one that I'm telling you guys I'm super excited about because I've literally just heard that it's much better than the Power Grip Primer, that it like really grips the makeup. And then we have the H2O Proof Inkwell Eyeliner. I got it in the shade Caffeinated, so it's just a brown shade. I've actually liked brown eyeliner on myself more than black eyeliner lately. Then we have the new Hydrating Camo CC Cream. This one I got in the shade Medium 330W, which is the same shade that I have in the original one. We have the new lip liner. This one I got it in the shade Dark Cocoa, which is a deep brown. I also got the Instant Lift Eyebrow Pencil, the waterproof one. This one is in the shade Deep Brown also. And last but not least, I got the Lash Extender Mascara. So that is everything that I got in the mail. I do have some things that I purchased before, so let me grab those and let me show you. All right, so the 2 things that I did buy in store at Target was the Camo Liquid Blush. This one I got it in the shade Gorge Orange. And I also got the Glow Reviver Lip Oil. This one I got it in the shade Honey Talks. So I'm really hoping that it pairs well with the lip liner. I'm like sure it will because it's like brown on brown, but I'm hoping that it's like the lip liner is more darker than the lip oil. So we'll see. Now let's get right into the video. So I already moisturized my face, and to moisturize I used the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Hydro Gel Moisturizer. For my lips I just used my EOS chapstick. So we're gonna get into the primer first, which like I mentioned I'm super excited about. So let's pop this baby open. So let's see, it just says directions: apply evenly to face prior to makeup application. Once applied, wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. So same as the Power Grip Primer. Let's take, I'm gonna use 2 pumps, and then I'm just gonna rub it against my fingers really quickly and then start putting this all over my T-zone, which happens to be where, oh my god, this smells so good. It happens to be where I crease the most and get like oily, if any, like right here. This smells like watermelon. It smells so good. I like patting on the primer rather than dragging it, honestly, because I just feel like it sticks on more, like it's just pressed in. I'm gonna go in with like half a pump so that I can put it on my cheeks, just because I really want to feel how like tacky it is. So this one says, this multitasking primer has a unique gel texture that works like glue to grip makeup to ensure it stays put. And it has hyaluronic acid too, which I love. Oh my god. Okay, this is pretty gripping. All right, so just like the directions say, we're gonna wait like 30 seconds before applying anything on the face. In the meantime, I'm gonna open up the Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener because that's what we're gonna go into next. I have very dark circles on like my under eyes, so I always like to put on a color correcting concealer under there. And to apply that, I'm just going to grab the Real Techniques 210 Expert Concealer Brush, and I'm going to start dipping into it. I'm just going to grab a little because I'm not sure if it's like a little bit goes a long way or if I'm going to need to build the coverage. So we'll just start off with a little bit. And by now it's been like 30 seconds, I hope. All right, let's get right into the under eye concealing. Oh. Okay. Okay, e.l.f. This is literally just with a little bit. Am I seeing this right? Yes, I am. Can you guys see the difference already? Like, what? What the heck? Okay, e.l.f., I see you. I'm gonna put a little bit more like right here because I have like a very dark shadow like right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am in love. I think I like this one more than the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, the orange one that I always use. Oh my gosh, I am shocked. This is gonna be my new go-to. I literally think that this is gonna be my new go-to for my under eyes because what the hell? Oh my gosh. All right. Enough of the under eyes. Let's get into the Camo CC cream. I'm like hoping that this one is better than the original one just because it's winter time and my skin is kind of dry right now. So I'm really hoping that this hydrates it. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. I'm gonna do 2 pumps first, and I'm just gonna grab my e.l.f. Beauty Blender and start putting this on my face. So lately I've been starting in the middle and then taking it like outwards. So let's put this on. Avoiding the under eyes per usual. I'm gonna do just a little bit more, like half a pump, just to kind of get it like on the outer parts. And then always remember to bring down your foundation, whatever you're using. If you're like using a skin tint, whatever it is, bring it down to your neck, because otherwise it's just gonna look weird. It doesn't have a like bad smell to it. This thing says that it has whatever tremella mushroom is. I don't like mushrooms, so I was really hoping that it didn't have like a weird scent to it, and it doesn't. It doesn't really have a scent. This looks really, really nice. It actually looks like your skin, but like everything covered up. So like there's no redness, no nothing showing. Okay. I do like this a lot. This reminds me of the Maybelline skin tint, and that's like one of my favorite foundations to use. So they didn't come out with a new cream bronzer or contour, so I'm just really quickly going to go into this Halo Glow Beauty Wand. It's a contour wand, but I use it as my cream contour. So I'm just going to do a couple dots and just put some color into my face, some definition. I used to put it on my jawline, but since I have a very structured jawline, there's like no need to structure it. So I actually avoid that now. To blend this out, I'm just going to take the Eco Tools Define brush and just start patting in the contour wand, which I use as a cream bronzer. I used to use, like literally a week or two ago, this brush. This one is the Real Techniques 438 and 439 brush. This is supposed to be for like contouring and defining. It's very, very stiff. So, I mean, I liked it, but it was like removing the contour from my face, and then it like the area was just looking super patchy, and I didn't really like that. The smaller brush that I used on my nose wasn't like, it's not super dense, so it wasn't like removing the makeup from there, if that makes any sense. And then I was watching a Nikki LaRose video, and she was using a brush like this for the like the cream bronzer. And I literally came to my beauty room and I found this brush that I had like stashed away in the brushes that I'm not currently using. And I tested it out, and it actually blends like the cream bronzer more evenly, and it wasn't removing any of the product. I mean, I'm sure it was, but like it wasn't making it look patchy. So I was like, okay, this is my new brush for my cream bronzer. And like it's got a point to it, to like where if you target it in like the smaller areas, like right here on the nose, it's not going to go like all over the place. Like it's really not. I was scared that it was going to do that, but it doesn't. All right, they also didn't come out with a new concealer, so I'm just going to use the hydrating concealer and apply this to the areas that I want to highlight. So I'm just putting this on the inner corner and outer corner, forehead, down the nose, Cupid's bow, and on the side of the nose a little bit. And I used to also put it on my chin, but lately what I've been doing is just like whatever is left over on the beauty blender or the brush that I'm using, I'm bringing it right here instead of actually putting some product there. So we're just gonna wait like a minute or two for the concealer to dry down a little bit, and then we will start pressing that into the skin. So in the meantime, I'm actually going to start taking out the products from the boxes so I'm not like scrambling through once I'm getting to that step of the makeup process. A la basura. Okay, so now it's been like a minute and a half, so we're gonna start pressing in the concealer onto the skin, and I'm again using the e.l.f. blending sponge. This one came in like a 3-piece, so it came with this one, a concealer one, and a little triangular one, which sometimes I use to put like loose setting powder on. And this beauty blender is, or beauty sponge, not beauty blender, it is damp. So I'm not using it dry. I remember I used the blending sponge dry one time for one of the videos, and it was not it. Like, I thought it would work the same as using a powder puff, but like a dry powder puff, but it was not the same at all. So see, like here I'm pressing whatever is like going on the sponge onto the chin, just to kind of highlight that area a little bit. Last, I like to go into my under eyes. And what I've been doing lately is actually, instead of going in the inner corner, I'm going from the outer corner in. So, and that's just something that I started doing after watching a Huda Beauty video. So she actually like does the inner corner last, at least in that video. I'm not sure if it's like a regular thing that she does, but I love how it looked. So that's what I'm doing now. Onto the other eye. I'm gonna bring it up to my eyelids too a little bit, just like again with whatever is left on the sponge. Oh my gosh, I also forgot to mention that I got this e.l.f. setting spray. I actually used it before. This one I also got at Target, and I was out of setting spray, so I was like, oh shit, I have to use the e.l.f. one. So I got this at Target. This one is the Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. I literally just remembered because I was like, where's my setting spray? There it is. So now we're gonna go into the liquid blush, and again, like I mentioned, this one is in the shade Gorge Orange. So I've heard that these are super pigmented. I'm wondering if they're as pigmented as like the Juvia's Place, So I'm gonna start off with a little dot. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna take the flat side of the blending sponge and I'm just gonna start tapping this in. And I just like to put the liquid blush on the high points of my cheeks, just like a little bit higher than the cream bronzer, and just kind of keep it in this area right here. So I'll go on the high point of my cheek and like on the side, so like by the temples, and just press that product in. It's not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be honest. But it is really, really pretty. I'm into like orangey shades for my blushes. It all started with the Juvia's Place Duo blushes, because the one that I picked up, like the first one that I picked up, has like an orangey shade and then more of like a raspberry shade. Okay, this is really, really pretty. Like, that is super, super pretty. You can definitely add more blush if you want. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I'm not a huge blush person. I'm more of like a bronzer person. I know I'm already tan, but I don't know, I like the sun-kissed glow makeup. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, and I am kind of bringing it kind of like towards my eyes, just so that the makeup like kind of like blends together, if that makes any sense. So there we go. Yeah, I really, really like it. I wonder if I should go in with a little bit more blush, like if I did 2 dots. Should I do it? Why not? ¿Qué puede pasar? Let's do another dot, and again just press that in. Oh Lord heavens. Yeah, this is super pigmented. If you do 2 dots on your face, this is pretty pigmented. I see what people meant now. Maybe they were going in with like 3 or 4 dots, because holy, this is pigmented. I'm going to really quickly go on my under eyes because we're about to go into the setting powder. I'm just gonna make sure that there's no creases on the under eye. And I also didn't see that they had a new setting powder, so I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and I'm gonna put some on the lid, kind of mix it up a little bit so it's not all like packed in one place. And then picking up a powder puff, I'm going to tap that in here on the back of my hand, tap off any excess, and then put this right on the under eye. I love this setting powder. It makes you, like, it literally makes you look glowy, like in the center too. Well, obviously, because we're putting this like in the center of the face, but I love the look that it gives. It might be because it's like a pink undertone, and pink undertones make you look brighter. So that's probably what it is, but I don't know. I love it. So I'm going to bring it down to like the side of the nose and anywhere else that I put concealer. And I'm just pressing this in. I'm not like dragging it or anything. I just like to press in the setting powder. So now I'm going to put a little bit back into the thing. And then I'm going to grab a big fluffy brush. This one is the Real Techniques 201 powder brush. And I'm just going to swirl this in here, pick up all of the loose setting powder that's in here, tap off the excess, and I'm going to go all over the rest of the face just to set the entire face. Don't forget to also put some on the neck because we did go in with product on the neck. So we'll put some on there too just to set whatever we have on there. Okay, so I did not pick up any bronzer or blush from e.l.f. I did not see that they had any new ones. I have not heard that they have any new ones, so I'm just gonna apply some powder bronzer and blush, and I will be right back. All right, so I applied some powder bronzer and blush, so we are going to now spray the face with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This is not new. It's been out for a while. I did not see that they had a new setting spray, so let's just really quickly set the entire face. And I'm going to speed up the drying time. So now we're going to go into the eyebrows, and like I mentioned, we are using the new e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. This one is in the shade Deep Brown. And what I have been doing lately is just lining like the bottom of my eyebrows and like creating a small arch and a longer tail, because a couple nights ago I decided to pluck my eyebrow hairs and I went a little too far and started tweezing at my tail. So now there's not a, it's a very, very thin tail. So I kind of like to create a little bit of a thicker tail. So I'm just gonna bring up my mirror a little bit closer and let's brush the eyebrows first. And I'm also not using a brow gel as often as I used to before. It was kind of like in my everyday routine, but lately I've just been going in with a pencil and doing the bottom and a little bit of the tail and the arch, like I said. So let's go right into the eyebrows. So very, very lightly, I just line the bottom, create like a longer tail, and then I'll go on the arch and create like an actual arch, because I don't really have one. So I'll just do that, kind of color that in a little bit. And what I do is I just brush the front, and whatever color that is on the bottom, like in the front, it's just gonna come up and make it look a little bit more natural. We'll do the other eyebrow. And I do make it longer than my actual, than what my actual eyebrow is, because I don't really have a lot of hair at the beginning of the brow. And you want to make sure that like your brow starts where your nose starts. So that is why I elongate like the beginning of the eyebrow as well. I also, for the most part, go back into my right eyebrow because the left one is actually a little bit thicker. So I kind of just want to make them as even as I can possibly get them. So again, I'll just brush up right at the beginning, make it look a little bit more natural, and go all over the rest just to distribute the color evenly. And that is all that I have been doing for my brows lately. I do like this pencil, especially when it was like fresh, because the point was like super pointy, and it just it kind of felt like a micro brow pencil where it's like very thin, so you can handle it like a tus anchas. So I like that. We'll see. I won't do a wear test on this video. I will do it on my own, and then later on I'll probably update you guys on how well it lasted, if it was actually waterproof. Ahorita no me voy a echar agua because no. I think that like brow color also like really was like on point with my actual color that's on my eyebrows, like my eyebrow color. So I like it so far. I put my mirror back, but now we're gonna go into the eyeliner, and I'm gonna need this here. So let's get into the eyeliner. So this one is like a tube. I haven't used one of these in forever. Like, I'm used to using eyeliner pens, like pencils, whatever they're called. So let's see how this goes. It feels very stiff. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like not bendy. Like, it's not like a brush. So the packaging did say to shake it. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's waterproof. I don't know. I don't know why you would have to shake it. And then once you open it, it says to remove any excess on like the actual thing. So let's, typically I like to do my my eyeliner off camera, but I'm gonna try to do it on camera this time just because this is a new product. So let's hope that all goes well. So I like to flick it upwards right here. I do have hooded eyes, so my eyeliner routine is a little bit different than anybody else's that doesn't have hooded eyes. I feel like I need a closer mirror, so I'm just gonna grab my double-sided mirror and use the closer. I think this side that I'm going to be using is the 10x side, just so that I can see exactly what I'm doing. This is actually easier to use than I thought it would be. I'm like glad that it, like the tip is hard and it's not like a brush, because I hate the ones that are like brushes. Some people think that they're much easier to use because you just like brush it, but again, I have hooded eyes, so it's a little bit difficult. And when I go like over like the little flap, it gets everywhere, and then I end up having to do a like super bold eyeliner look, which sometimes it's like, okay, I like it if I don't have any eyeshadow on, because like now I got into eyeshadows. And yeah, like when I have eyeshadow on, I don't want to have such a bold eyeliner. I want the eyeshadow to show, you know? And yeah, like with the brush ones, I'm not a fan of them. So let me really quickly do the other eye and I will be right back. All right, so I finished off the other eye with the eyeliner and I curled my lashes. Now it's time for the mascara. So we are going to start applying this, and this one I believe is waterproof also. Actually, no, it's not waterproof. I love waterproof mascaras, but that's okay. So oh, this, holy crap. This is giving a lot of length already, and this is only like one coat. This is like the first layer. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I found another favorite mascara. What I've been doing is just applying it like to the tips and then going at the root. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see that difference in the lashes? That is insane. Like, it right away gives so much length. And I like that it's like small enough to get into like the inner corner hairs, because like with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, I cannot get into that inner corner because the wand is so thick. I love that mascara, don't get me wrong, but I just hate that I can't get into that inner corner area. And with this one, I can, because the wand is so small. Good things come in little packages. No, it's good things come in small packages. Does that apply to this? No? Okay. Anyways, I don't even think that I need to go in with a second coat. Like, this to me is good. Like, hello. Hello. I would just go in and tightline my waterline, but that's just me. It's something that I always do. I didn't have anything around on the quicks that I could grab to tightline my waterline, just to cover up like the inner part, because that's where I have the least amount of hairs on my eyelashes. I really, really like this. I don't even think that I need to go in with a second coat of mascara. Like, this to me is good. But if you want, you can go in with a second coat. Let's go in with a second coat just to see what it would look like. Like, if it'll give me more volume. Okay, doesn't look terrible. I think that with one coat, it's good enough. I love it. So now let's go into the lips, and first we're gonna go in with the lip liner. Again, this one is in the shade Deep Brown. I only know that because I remember that I got Deep Brown. It actually doesn't say it on the actual pencil. But who cares? I'm hoping that it's super, super creamy. So, oh, yes, it is. Look at that. Okay, e.l.f. Wow. That was super creamy and fast to apply. This definitely is darker than the lip oil, so let's go in with the lip oil. Again, this one is in the shade Honey Talks, and let's see how it looks. Okay, this is like a tiny little thick doe foot type applicator. Let's see. It's giving 90s vibes. The lip oil kind of smells like mint. So the Honey Talks is almost like a clear brown, which I mean, I like. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be, but I'm cool with it. I like this. All right, you guys, and that is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Comment down below what else you would like to see. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. And with that being said, I will see you all on my next video.